If you've got shoulder pain, lifting your arm, here are 3 acupuncture points, plus a 4th one that you can use on your ear to help. So the first and the most simplest one to find is actually on the opposite hand. If you come in between these 2 bones, there'll be a nice tender spot there. What that does in Chinese medicine is actually help the muscles that come down and then move from there. By massaging that, it should help the blood supply get back into there and it should feel a little bit easier to move. Another traditional spot, once again, typically you start with the opposite side, is you come along that bone through there and you should find a nice tender spot. This is another acupuncture point that is traditionally used to help that shoulder lift up and get some fresh blood into that area. So find that spot, massage it for 30 to 90 seconds. That's actually a little bit tender on me today. Massage that for 30 to 90 seconds. When you feel that release, you should start to see some changes coming through there. The next thing that can happen if you're having trouble lifting your shoulder is there's a muscle that comes from the back here and it tightens through here. And if it's not working properly, what it doesn't allow your body to do is move the arm bone backwards to make enough room for the arm to come up. So far we've done 2 points that's going to help relax the muscles through here and help that. But this next one is going to help that bone come back into the right spot to allow better movement. So to find that one, on the hand again, in between these 2 bones, coming around about there, you're going to find a nice tender spot. So you're going to find that, you're going to hold it for 30 to 90 seconds. As you do that, typically on the opposite arm, but always try both. Once that starts to release, you should start to feel some changes through there. Now in Chinese medicine, the body is interrelated. So there's actually a 4th point that I can show you on your ear that you can utilize to help that as well. So we imagine the ear to be a little representation of the entire body. So there's a little head down there and then the spine comes up around through there and then the legs and everything like that. So here's a little bit more of a complicated version of that. So the head's down here, the spine's coming around through there. And if you have a look right there, that's around about where the shoulder is. So the way that you figure out if it's the right spot, typically it's on the opposite side, but always start with both. Starts from here, coming up along there, and then you should find a nice little tender spot. Like I said, my shoulder's a little bit sore today, so that is actually a little bit tender. Find it and massage it for 30 to 90 seconds, and that's kind of stimulating your body to get some fresh blood through there. Do that a couple of times a day. The other thing you can do to make your life easier is you can add a little ear seed. So an ear seed is essentially a metal ball on a sticker that you can push there. It used to be a seed, but they've kind of classed it up a little bit. Find the tender spot, put it on that spot, and then I might even do that for you now, and massage that for 30 to 90 seconds. The beauty of the ear seed is that it will continue to do the work for you for the rest of the day. So it's kind of like a set and forget. They last for 3 to 5 days. Obviously, they're a sticker, so make sure you take them off. They're water resistant and they do some good stuff. So yeah, it's really easy. You just kind of peel that off. Boom. I've already found that, so I'm going to put that on there. Perfect. Really good. Yeah. And I just massage that, making sure that it's a little bit kind of tender. And the arm should feel better from there. We've gone and made a little product that essentially simplifies it. So that's the person. There's a couple of really easy to use ones coming through there. Any questions, please let me know.